Hi, good afternoon. I'm Emilio Samarripa and I'm going to talk about Xenobots. First, we're going to talk about what's a Xenobot and the process of creating one. The Xenobots can be considered an artifact, a construct for manipulating cells. This happens using skin and hair cells from a species of an African frog called Xenopus laevis, hence the name. The frog cells were used to build the shape and are programmed by an evolutionary algorithm through the University of Vermont's supercomputer. They sought to create thousands of candidate designs for new life forms. Having the most promising designs for testing, stem cells were collected from frog embryos, which were then separated into single cells and allowed to incubate. Using tiny Twizzlers and even a smaller electrode, cells were cut and attached under a microscope in a close approximation of computer-specified designs. At birth, Xenobots may have characteristics such as self-repair, self-generate, replicate themselves, have movements, respond to stimuli, among others. Then we're going to talk about application and uses of Xenobots. But first we have to understand that this project has been taking baby steps. Currently there is a 3D version of these living robots and they are already in a third generation in which they can already replicate something that had not been achieved with their first generation. These type of organisms can be benefit and have application in different areas such as medicine and environment. The multiple uses in medicine are suggest, for example, hunting cancer cells, reshaping arthritic joints, transporting and administrating medications, and modifying birth defects. On the other hand, Xenobots could be used to identify and encapsulate toxic molecules in bodies of water such as lakes or rivers, to name a few. This process is known as bioremediation. Bioremediation refers to any biotechnological process that uses microorganisms, fungi, plants, or enzymes derived from them to restore an environment altered by contaminants to its natural condition. At last but not least, we have the future of Xenobots and biosecurity. As they belong to experimental technologies, there is a regulation that protects research processes from unreasonable uses. These tests do not imply risk in any sense, given the self-limited and biodegradable useful life of Xenobots. That should be all. Thank you so much for your interest and attention.